Hey yogis, it's Sina here, the Yoga Apothecary. In today's flow, we continue our A to Z of Wellbeing series. E stands for explore. So grab a towel and your water, and I'll meet you on the mat. Are there places you wish to explore? What are the destinations on your bucket list? Traveling to new and unfamiliar places can increase mindfulness and heighten our sense of enjoyment. However, too many of us aren't paying attention to our experiences because we spend too much time sharing our adventures on social media. Research suggests that even though many of us may post photos of our trips and family outings, hoping to share our happiness with others, it can backfire and actually create more distance between us and the people we care about. When we make the effort to step away from our devices, being present in the moment, connecting with our travel partners, experiencing new cultures, and marveling at the beauty along the journey, our gratitude and appreciation deepens. For me, each yoga practice feels like a journey on the mat to a new destination, an experience to savor. In today's class, we will travel together exploring different postures from different locations on our mat. And with that, we'll get started on our backs. If you have 2 blocks available, we'll use them as props, placing one under your low back and the other under our head. So as we get started on our mat, we're going to begin in a pose called fish pose. If you have 2 blocks, that's wonderful. Have them ready to go. As I said, we're going to place one block at the low back, right between the shoulder blades, flat, as you can see here, and then one block we're going to make a tower below our head. If you don't have blocks, totally fine. You could just be on your back with your knees bent or legs straight as if you were in Shavasana. So we'll get started there. In fish pose, take a few minutes to get settled. And maybe the knees stay bent, as you could see mine are, or if you would like, you can straighten your legs. Feet are flexed. Arms can be rooted to the earth on your mat if you wish to place them on your hips. Soft gaze the eyes, or maybe you close them just for a few cycles of breath as we come into this present moment. This time for you, for your practice that you've set aside. Not thinking about any cares or worries. Begin to notice the quality of your breath. Notice your inhale and your exhale, and the way your body is touching the blocks, which are touching the mat. Feeling your heels, shins, the backs of the knee, thigh, hips rooted, and then the palms, fingers, forearms, elbows. Notice the block touching between the shoulder blades and the base of the other block below your head. As you begin to lengthen your breath, inhale through your nose, feel up, spread the ribs wide, and when you're ready, open the mouth and let it out. Another just like that. Inhale through the nose, fill up the belly, spread the ribs. Send the breath as if to your toes and open the mouth and let it out. As we begin our Ujjayi breath, a victorious breath, inhale through your nose, seal your lips. Exhale through your nose, constricting the back of your throat, making a seashell sound. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Although we are not in a child's pose, Balasana is always available to you at any time in this practice. I am here as your guide on the side. Holding here for another cycle of breath. And when you're ready, start to shift your weight into this right elbow, right hip, starting to come up to the right side so we can remove the blocks. Leave them handy. We'll be using them in our flow as we travel along our mat. But for now, they can tuck in at the side. From here, shift your weight back. Sitting on your sits bones, palms are going to face to the mat with the fingers facing your lower body. Anchoring the heels, flex the feet. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we'll reverse our plank. Digging the heels into the mat, pressing through the palms. Gaze can be to the ceiling. Neck can stay neutral. Breath in. Exhale, lower. We're going to take another just like that. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reverse the plank. Pushing through those triceps, palms. Digging the heels, squeezing the glutes and thighs. Exhale, lower. Cross the ankles, come over to the knees to our tabletop pose. Stacking the knees under the hips, wrists come under the shoulders, neutral spine, flat back, crown is long. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, open the heart space, gaze to the clouds. Maybe you soft bend your elbows. Exhale, cat pose. Create a C shape with your spine. Relax the head and shoulders. Press the shins and the top of the feet to your mat. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Open the heart space. Gaze to the clouds. Exhale, cat pose. Create a C shape with your spine. Relax the head and shoulders. Take 2 more cat and cows at your own breath and pace. We'll meet back in our tabletop pose. You're welcome to sway your hips and shoulders in an opposite direction. As we meet back in tabletop pose, as you inhale, extend the right leg long, leave the toes rooted on the mat. You'll inhale, shift forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. As you inhale, shift forward, leave the right foot planted on the mat. And as you inhale, you'll bring your left knee to nose. So inhale, exhale, left knee to nose. Take a breath in, lower. Another one, inhale. Exhale, the left knee to nose. Lower the left knee. Inhale, lift your right leg long, stamp the back wall, toes point down. For full spinal balance, left arm reaches, thumb to the sky, breath in. As you exhale, grab this right foot with your left hand, push the mat away, press through the right palm, and let the right foot press into the left palm. Inhale, lengthen it back out, and exhale, lower the left palm and the right knee. You're welcome to sink back to a child's pose. Take a cat and cow, or maybe the swaying of the hips and shoulders. Yogi's choice. We come back to tabletop for the other side. Extend the left leg long, toes stay rooted on the mat. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. As you inhale forward, leave the left toes rooted on the mat. Breath in. Exhale the right knee to nose. Inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lower. Lift the left leg long. Stamp the back wall, toes point down for full spinal balance. Right arm reaches, thumb to the sky. Breath in. And as you exhale, the right hand grabs for the left foot. Press the hand to foot, foot to hand, and press through this left palm. Inhale, lengthen it back out when you're ready. Exhale, lower the right palm and left knee. Take another cat and cow, or sway your hips and shoulders in an opposite direction. As we meet back at tabletop, we come to our first downward dog of the practice. So start to tuck the toes, lift the hips, Start to pedal your dog, lifting one foot and then the other. Spread the fingers wide. Press through your thumb and first finger. Offer your heart space closer to your thighs. As we come to a still down dog, imagine the hands are pushing the mat away from you, and imagine the feet are dragging the mat behind you. And also imagine the feet spreading to the edges of the mat even though they don't move. Your ears should line up with your biceps. Gaze follows. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Pause here in bear pose. Offer your heart space closer to your thighs. Rise up on the balls of the toes. Push the mat away. Breath in. And as you exhale, we come to plank pose. This can be done on your knees or on your toes. I'll be taking that on my toes. Round through the shoulder blades. Push the mat away. Gaze over the nose. Draw the heels to the back of the mat. And exhale, down dog. We're going to take another just like that. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, bear pose. Inhale, ripple forward to our plank, drawing the heels and the crown in an opposite direction. Knit the low ribs together, breath in. Exhale, down dog. This last time, you have an option to be still on the knees or toes in your plank pose, or we're going to widen the stance of our plank pose, and an option to take 3 to 5 shoulder taps on each side. So if you want to watch and then try it, or obviously take it with me or skip it, and you know your options. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, ripple forward to our plank, widening the feet, leaving the hips rooted where they are, tapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Return the stance to your plank, your normal plank, and exhale, down dog. Take a falling out breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look at your feet. Walk your hands to the back of your mat to meet the feet as we meet in a ragdoll forward fold. Feet come hips distance apart. Relax the head and shoulders. Maybe your fingers graze the mat, drawing rainbows in the sand. You can interlace and hug your front body. You can also interlace the hands behind your back, and maybe the arms come above the head. Release the hands at the bottom of your breath. Slowly begin to bring the big toes to touch. Leave a sliver of light between your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders at the height of the hips. Gaze over the nose. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, fold. Another just like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders at the height of the hips. Gaze over the nose. Neutral spine, flat back. Exhale, lower. From here, inhale, root to rise. Dig through the heels as we rise. Arms come up. Squeeze the glutes and thighs. Knit the low ribs together. Palms face one another as you exhale, Samastitihi. Hands at heart center. Maybe a soft gaze or you close your eyes, setting your intention for this practice, for this exploration on your mat. When you're ready, open your eyes. We'll travel to the top of our mat by bringing one knee to the chest with the foot flexed and taking a slow walk to the top of the mat. So inhale, bringing the right knee to the chest, give it a tuck. You'll exhale, step forward, taking now with the inhale the left. Exhale, step forward. On the right, we step forward, left. meet at the top of our mat. We come back to the upward salute. Interlace the fingers. First finger is going to point up like an arrow. Imagine the arrow to your destination. Take an inhale. As you exhale, crescent moon to the right. Maybe you gaze to the left, squeeze the left thigh. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the left. Squeeze the right thigh. Maybe you gaze at the right bicep. You'll inhale through center and exhale, forward fold, swan dive to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, bend the knees, step back to plank. Our first cobra, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower the knees, thighs, chest to the mat. You can leave the palms rooted where they are, outside the ribs. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, baby cobra. Peel your heart space up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Draw the hands to the back of the mat. Press the toes into the earth. Exhale, release. Take your inhale. And exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog. We're going to take that one more time with an option for a chaturanga on our knees or toes, yogi's choice. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. This time we look forward and take a step to the top of your mat, any way you wish to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms come up. Interlace the fingers, that first arrow finger pointing up. Inhale. We exhale, crescent moon to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, we come left. Inhale, center. And exhale, swan dive. Hinge at your hips, heart space moves forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, bend the knees. We step back to plank. Our first chaturanga, knees or toes. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. From our downward dog, we're going to take a falling out breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. As you inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the shoulders, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale it up. And as you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, lower your left knee and toes. Take a moment to kickstand this left leg in. As you exhale, windmill the arms up to a low warrior two pose. Stack this right knee over the right ankle, rooting through this left knee, stacking the skull, shoulders, core, and hips. One line of energy, gaze over the right fingertips, breath in. And as you exhale, we'll take a low side angle. This right hand is coming either to the earth, shin, or thigh. I will press the knee on the arm and the arm will resist. Left fingertips can reach to the clouds, spreading the ribs on the left side body. Or maybe you karate chop your arm to the front of the mat. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the palms to the mat. Shift your weight back to your low lunge. Sink back for a half split. Right toes towards the nose. Dig and drag the right heel to the back of the mat. Try and take the arch from your back. Maybe your hands come to heart center. When you're ready, inhale, shift forward. Lift the left knee and toes. We step back to plank pose and move through either a cobra or a vinyasa, your chaturanga dandasana. As we meet back in a downward dog for the other side, inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, wrists come under the shoulders. Inhale it up. As you exhale, bring the left foot in between your hands, lower the right knee and toes. Take a moment to kickstand this right foot coming in. As we open up to a low warrior two pose, left knee is now over the left ankle, tucking this right knee, extending your arms wide, gaze over the left fingertips, one breath in, and as you exhale, low side angle. Left hand is to the earth, shin or thigh. The hand is resisting the leg and the leg resisting the hand. Right fingertips are reaching to the clouds or maybe to the front of your mat if you took that on the other side. And as you exhale, let the palms plant, bringing the left palm outside the left foot, coming back to your lunge, and then sink back for a half split. Left toes now towards the nose. Dig and drag the left heel to the back of the mat. We try and take the arch from the back. Maybe the fingertips graze the earth. Inhale, shift forward back to your lunge. Coming into the plank pose. You know where we're headed, cobra or a vinyasa. And we will meet in down dog. You're welcome to come down to tabletop for a moment. Maybe you sit back on the heels as we start to get warmer. And you're welcome to grab some water and towel off. And we will meet back on the mat in downward dog. As we come back to our downward dog, inhale, lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, spin your back heel, we'll rise, windmill the arms up to a warrior two pose, this time high. Take a moment to lift this right hip up, then rebend the right knee over right ankle, root through the pinky edge of that left foot, scissor glutes and thighs, imagine they could touch, and then come back to our good warrior two arms. Flip the right palm up and over. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Opening up the right side body, reaching the arms to the sky. Left arm can be at your low back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start to tee the arms, sink the left. Maybe you soft bend this right knee as we exhale, triangle pose. So the right hand can come to the right shin. Gaze can be down or up. Keeping the left hand reaching for the stars. From here, we're going to shift our weight into a windmill motion for 3 breaths. So from here, inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more, exhale. From here, breathe, take a pause. Inhale, reverse Trikanasana. Keeping the front leg long, reach the right hand up and over. As we exhale, we'll come down to the mat and pause in a lunge. Step your right leg back to plank. You know your option, knees or toes, or a cobra. As we come back to our downward dog. Taking a falling out breath, inhale through the nose, exhale, let it out. Inhale the left leg up and back. As you exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, spin the back heel. We come opening windmill the arms to our warrior two pose. Now the left knee is over the left ankle. Root through the pinky edge of this right foot. Again, squeeze glutes and thighs, imagine they could touch. And when you're ready, we come back to our good warrior two arms. Take a breath in. Lift the left palm up and over. Reverse your warrior. Reaching the left fingertips up. The right hand can come to the low back or your side. Leave the feet rooted where they are. From here, as you exhale, we come to triangle pose. Tee the arms. Sink this right hip, start to straighten the left leg. As we come to triangle pose, leaving the gaze down or up, keeping a soft bend in the front leg if you need to. As we take that motion, inhale, we took on the other side. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale. And then take breath in and exhale, reverse Trikanasana, reaching the left arm up and over. Again, the right hand at your low back. Leave the feet rooted, breath in. And as we exhale, we'll windmill the arms down to the mat as we come to our lunge and move through your options. As we come to our downward dog, we could take a falling out breath and then come to the knees so that you can place a block at the back and top of our mat. As we're going to play with a variation using a block with half moon from the back and the front of our mat. So if you want to grab some water before we get underway, invitation to do so, and we'll meet back on our mat. As we meet back, we'll come to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Maybe you soft bend the left knee. We'll rise to a crescent lunge. So bend the right knee over the right ankle. Soft bend the left leg or keep a bend in the knee. Up on the balls of the left toes. Dig the right heel to the back of the mat and tuck the left knee coming forward. Palms face one another, pull the shoulder blades down the back. As you exhale, we'll open up for a warrior two pose. Pause here. And on your next exhale, we'll come to side angle pose. Right hand is going to come inside or outside the earth shin or thigh on the right leg. Make it resist. The arm pressing on the leg and the leg on the arm. From here, you can karate chop that arm to the front of the room for full side angle. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, plant the palms. Start to sink to the back of the mat and forward, back and forward. As you come to the back of the mat, shift your weight, turning the left heel out as we meet in a side angle at the back of the mat. So now, the left hand is inside or outside the earth shin or thigh on the left leg. Same, make it resist. You're welcome to leave the right hand up or maybe karate chop it to the front of the room, breath in. As you exhale, we come up to a warrior two pose. Pause here, gaze over the left fingertips. On your next inhale, come to star pose facing the back of the mat. Try and take the arch from the back. Spread the fingers wide. Squeeze the glutes and thighs. As you exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Pause here. On your next inhale, walk the fingers back to the top of your mat. As we move into a Vashisthasana side plank variation on the pinky edge of this left foot. So start to walk the left palm forward, rolling over on the pinky edge. You're welcome to tree your leg like I'm doing. Stack the feet or float the foot, lifting the hip points up, reaching with your right hand high. As we exhale, we'll come down to our plank and move through your options. We'll meet in downward dog for the other side. Take a falling out breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Yes, yogis. As we move to the other side, inhale the left leg up and back. As you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Soft bend the right knee. We come up to a crescent lunge. Left knee over the left ankle. Right leg is long or soft bend the right knee. Dig and drag the left heel to the back of the mat. Tuck the right knee coming forward. Palms will face one another. Take a breath here. As we exhale, we'll open up to a warrior two pose. Gaze over the left fingertips. And as you exhale, side angle. Left fingertips inside or outside the earth, shin or thigh, resisting on the leg, whichever you choose. For a full side angle, you come to the front of the mat with your arm, breath in. And as you exhale, we'll walk the fingertips down. Shift once, twice, 3 times. Last time, as we meet in a side angle pose at the back of our mat, taking in this new view. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale up to your warrior two pose. From here, we inhale, star. Maybe we give the hands a clap. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. We come back to the top of our mat, traveling again. Pause. Step your left leg back to plank and move through your options. Meet in downward dog. Come down to tabletop. We're going to take a pause, grab some water and towel off, and then we're going to meet on our mat to put these two flows together just once on each side, and then we'll take it down to the mat. So as we come back to our mat from our water break, this is the opportunity you have to perhaps use these blocks if you wish to take half moon as we put these two flows together. But if half moon is not for you, you're welcome to stay an extended side angle and skip that part when we go to half moon. So let's come back to our downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Spin this heel. We rise up to our warrior two on your exhale. Inhale, reverse our warrior. As we exhale, triangle pose. Start to straighten the front leg, sink the hip, tee the arms, breath out. We'll take 3 windmill motions. This is 2. This is 3. Reverse Trikanasana. Keep that front leg long. As you exhale, windmill the arms down to the lunge. Pause. Maybe a soft bend in this left knee. We rise to crescent, holding here for a breath in your crescent. Exhale, we open up warrior two pose. Breath in. As we exhale, come to side angle. If you wish to move into half moon, you're going to place the left hand on your left hip. Start to look at that block. You'll make your way to the block with the goal of lifting this left leg and pointing the toes for me towards this door. So pointing the toes, pressing through the standing leg and the leg that is up and extended, trying to stack shoulders using the core. So take your breath in. And when you're ready to come out, bend this knee. We land back to our extended side angle if you took it. Drop the hands. We come to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. We come to the back of the mat, shifting your weight. Your ankle will open up to extended side angle, now at the back of the mat. And you'll have the same invitation here to stay with a side angle or make your way to half moon. So if you wish to take it, we'll take that now. Coming back to side angle. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. We come to star. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale back to the top of the mat. From here, you have an invitation to come to a side plank. Rolling over the pinky edge of this left heel, taking what you did or trying something new. You'll exhale back to plank and move through your options. Or skip it and meet in downward dog. Take a falling out breath. Yes, yogis. As we continue with the other side, inhale, lift the left leg up and back. As you exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, spin your right heel. We windmill the arms up to our warrior two pose. Take a breath out. We inhale, reverse our warrior. We exhale, triangle pose. We shift our weight up. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale again, reverse Trikanasana. Windmill the arms down to the lunge and pause. Maybe reposition your foot. Soft bend the knee. We rise to crescent. We exhale, open up to the warrior two again. From here, we'll move to extended side angle with an option for half moon, and maybe you want to try that with or without your block. Yogi's choice, up to you, or stay in a side angle pose. So coming into side angle, when you're ready, right hand to the hip. When you've had enough, we softly come down. We're at the back. We're at the front. We're at the back. We're at the front. We're coming to the back, traveling there. Staying in extended side angle or coming into half moon. And then bending when you're ready. We come back to extended side angle. We inhale to our warrior two. Breath out. Inhale, star. We exhale, wide-legged forward fold, pause. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Invitation for a side plank. Walk that right hand forward. Taking what you did on the other side. When you're ready to come out to your plank and move through your options. Amazing. You did wonderful. Come down to the knees. Sit back on the heels. Slide your weight forward to the left as we come down on our back. We're going to do one last exercise for our core, and then we will cool it down. So if you wish to join me for a core exercise, we're going to take scissor kicks. So you can extend the left leg long, root through the heel, foot is flexed, right leg's going to come up, also flexing the right foot. You're going to grab the shin with your hands behind the right shin. Start to float this left heel up. You're going to knit your low ribs together. Pull the navel to the spine, leaving the back, low back on the mat. Float your shoulders off the mat, and we'll take it for 10. So take your inhale. Float it up. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower down. Let the feet land to the edge of the mat. Knees can come to center. We're going to take this one more time. Starting with the left leg. When you're ready, floating up. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Plant the feet, let it release. Maybe the knees knock to center. Then reposition the feet as we take half pigeon on our back. So leaving the right foot planted. Bring up the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Foot is flexed. Reach the hands behind the right thigh. Let the left elbow open up the thigh. Breathe. And as you exhale, start to tee the arms. We'll take a supine twist, dropping over to our right side. Gaze to the left. Let's inhale back to center for the other side. Reposition the feet. Now the right is coming, right ankle on top of the left knee or thigh. Opening up, using your right elbow to open up the thigh. Feeling this stretch. And when you're ready, we'll tee the arms out, taking the supine twist, falling to the left. Gaze to your right. I hope you enjoyed your journey on the mat. Traveling around to the front and to the back. Slowly, when you're ready, come back to center. We'll bring the knees towards our nose. Bring the nose towards your knees. Maybe the hands are at the tops of the feet, your ankles, the soles of the foot. Hugging in, sealing this amazing gift using every muscle for 3, 2, and 1. Surrender. Let go on your mat into our sweet Shavasana.
Splay out the heels and toes. Release the shins, your knees, the thighs. Root the hip points to the mat. Release the core and chest. Shoulders, roll them to the mat, to the back. Release the forearms. Palms are open to receive. And release the face. Your chin, cheeks, eyes, brow, and the sweet top of your head. Notice the support that is under you, around you, and within you. Shavasana. Slowly coming back to your mat, back to your body. Just notice what it feels like to be in your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe you touch each finger to your thumb. And slowly begin to draw your toes to touch and reach the arms above your head to take a good morning wake-up stretch. Inhale through your nose. Send the breath as if to your toes. And as you exhale, slowly begin to bring your knees towards your chest and softly rock from side to side. And then make your way over to your right side, using your right arm as a pillow, and pause here on the mat. Pause to thank yourself for coming to the mat, to thank your body for what it just did for you during your practice.
The purpose of life is to live it, to taste it, to experience the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Eleanor Roosevelt. When you're ready, slowly press your way up to an easy seat, joining me at the top of your mat. We'll bring our hands to heart center, taking one last falling out breath with me. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale the thumb to third eye center, center of intuition. As you exhale, bow forward. The light in me honors the light, the beauty in this practice and the yogis who have joined, for I'm so forever grateful. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you'll subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned next week. We'll be covering the letter F in the Wellbeing series A to Z. Namaste.